Welcome aboard the Regal LS4. This particular boat's outfitted with our power tower. We offer the power tower and the fiberglass power tower, a power tower S2, which is an aluminum tower, more of a tubular welded tower, and then a hard top. But this is our power tower, and it's got the sliders. We're going to show you how to open and close the Bimini top correctly and easily, utilizing the power tower featured with the sliding rails. So that's what I really want to show you here. One thing to make this really easy, we use a can of heavy duty, or just really silicone spray lubricant. This is a clear, lightweight lubricant. You spray it on a towel, paper towel, whatever, just wipe the handrails down. This is good to do about once or twice a year, depending on how much you open and close the top. It's gonna make it very easy to open and close, and you're not having to fight it. These things do spend a lot of time out in the elements, so if you're out in the rain a lot, the boat's stored outside, you might need to do that a little bit more frequently if you're going to open and close the top a lot. A lot of our customers will open this top in the springtime and leave it open all summer, and then we close it in the fall or winter time. So we get a lot of phone calls about how do we open and close our tops, because they just don't do it frequently enough. So that's the purpose of this video. So step one is we're going to take the Bimini boot off just by unzipping the boot, and we're just going to go ahead and just start pulling that over. Pay attention how the boot is actually routed up and over the top of the tower. So we're just pulling that through. I'm gonna reach up top and kind of push it off of the ski pylon. It has this hole here that goes over top of the ski pylon and your anchor light. So we're just gonna go ahead and put this away. If you don't, it'll fly out of the boat and you'll have to order a new one. So step one was take the boot off. Step two, I like to open the stern part of this Bimini. The reason being is this is going to give us a little bit better visibility, and in the hot days, these hot days that we have in the Carolinas, it gives us some immediate shade if you're out there in the sun. So that's step two. Again, one, remove the boot. Step two, we open the rear part of the shade. All right, so step three, we're just going to go ahead and disconnect the front part of this Bimini top. These are some storage brackets. We'll just go ahead and lock these into the side of the rail. It allows us to drop forward. And then step four, we're just going to go ahead and slide the bottom part of this large forward bow and push it up. If you notice, I'm pushing with my left hand in the middle to try to keep it centered as much as possible so we get it all the way to the top. Once you're at the top, you want to hold it there and push that button in and get it on the other side of that button. That's what locks it in and keeps it from sliding back down. So again, we've got the boot off. Open the rear, we extended the front bow forward so it's locked in to this forward position. Then we need to go ahead and brace the front so it doesn't just flop like this. So it's pretty easy to do. We just disconnect this front bow support, and I'm going to use my right arm with a lot of leverage all the way up here on the front of the Bimini top so I can put a lot of force on it without a lot of effort. You could just lean into that with some body weight. It's really not hard to do. So we're not fighting. If you're trying to fight it right here, it's a little awkward. So it's a lot easier just to put a hand up here and pull it down. Lock that in place. We can go ahead and secure this now while we're here, since everything's still kind of loose. And last step is we're going to go ahead and tension it by pulling the pin out. So pay attention. This is a ball fitting into a socket, so a ball and socket fitting. So the ball has to go into one side of this socket. There's a wide side and a narrow side. Well, the pin is what secures the ball into the socket. It keeps it from sliding out. So that's our wide side. So you pull the pin out, drop the ball into the socket, and put your pin in. So the way I do that easily, these things have a lot of tension on them. I'm going to put my hand up here for leverage, and so I can just lean into it or pull down a little bit, line that up, and just release the pressure, and it's going to line that right up for us. So work smarter, not harder. And finally, we got these two little straps on the end, and you're done. Your top is open. And so we would cut there, and then we would go